jet.
Fuck them kids.
Ensuring his temporary freedom while his kids sat in handcuffs.
Release me. Please. I beg.
Well, it appears his son definitely felt some type of way and left a shocking comment about his father, Diddy.
That's not a man.
Now, it's public knowledge that his mother, Kim Porter, died under mysterious circumstances, and many people are pointing to Diddy as they should.
There are only two ways to answer it, guilty or not guilty.
And even her ex, Al B. Shore, pleaded for his son to come back home after the raid by saying, "Come home, the door's wide open. You're safe here, son. I love you. Pops, you're biological." Now make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss nothing.
Just a moment, I don't want to miss this.
Now, before we get into what his son recently said on the social media account, let's hear about how his mother was killed, and this will help you understand why his son is so upset with Diddy. Now, Kim Porter died at the age of 47 in November 2018 in her Los Angeles home.
She's my biggest inspiration.
Yeah, man.
And like, you know, even losing her, knowing that she's not here, but knowing that she's watching me is just like an inspiration to follow my dreams and go harder, because she was like my biggest fan. So
Same.
I feel like her presence right now, and every day like I see her like through numbers or just something like that.
The cause of her death was ruled as lobar pneumonia, according to the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner Coroner. But many speculate that there was more to the story and that she was actually killed.
When I see her energy, okay, she's a strong, vibrant, articulate, even in spirit woman. And she wants her family to know she's okay. And she also wants people to know that this is not done, and that what's going to happen with P. Diddy over the next 4 years, it's a 4-year progression. So we're in almost 2024, so go to 2028 or thereabouts. What's going to happen to him is his vibration is moving this way and sideways, while the rest of the people are leveling up and to the opposite direction. So what she's showing me is that he will be forgotten about, which seems impossible because he's been all over the news like a crazy person, and is very famous and very wealthy. Another thing that I'm being shown is that he doesn't own all his wealth. It's a weird thing to say. He's got allegedly $700 million, if not more. That's just like, I mean, that's going back into the mid-2000s when they guesstimated that. It's not his money I'm being shown.
Once again, very true, as 50 Cent recently clowned P. Diddy for saying he owes over $100 million for his mansions.
So when they tell you these people have that money, he cannot.
Yeah, they say that, but at the same time, I see a lot of people bashing Diddy, but ain't nobody saying nothing about the people he helped, the money he gave away, and all that shit. So at the same time, should be going both ways.
Cannot do what he wants.
People don't really talk about the good. They try to talk about the bad, or, you know. And nowadays, it's like, you don't believe everything you hear and most of what you see, or don't believe everything you see and most of what you hear, however that shit go.
With all that money. That's a trick. It's a trap. It doesn't exist. I'm being told it doesn't exist. That does not mean he doesn't have 13 homes, a bunch of nice ass clothes, cars, Lamborghinis, women, tricks, you know, every equipment. He is given those things with part of the money, but he doesn't have control over it all. And they are siphoning it for him right now. The others are coming behind until there's a complete and utter takedown.
But the thing is, she been said this. That's great. That's wild, huh? Like she said this way before it happened. She said this was gonna happen. She said the stuff that's going on right now was gonna happen. She's saying right here in a video that she basically getting her information from Kim Porter. Watch what she say. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
down of P. Diddy and his 3 right-hand men, okay? 3. So there's going to be a takedown that comes in with that. And he's going to try to step away. They're not done. And here's another thing I'm being shown. Okay. I don't know how to word this. This to me reminds me of like a binding spell in voodoo. And I don't know what I'm talking about with that, but his mouth is being sewn up. So when I see his face.
And look, she said this way months ahead of time. And right now, his mouth is sewed up. He ain't really saying nothing. She been said this was going to happen.
Face, the image I get is the mouth is being sewn up. So he is going to be unable to speak for some reason. I can't talk. I cannot speak for myself anymore.
Right now, he can't speak for himself. He ain't saying much. And his PR company got him out there riding bikes and going out with his family and do this, do that. He don't probably really want to do that type of stuff right now.
To me, sounds like he
don't really look like he enjoying it when you see it in the media when you see him in doing those things, being in Miami, riding a bike, hanging out with kids. You don't look the same. I mean, like he enjoying it.
Losing of faculties, a losing of thought, a losing of thinking. I cannot speak, but it's sewed up around his mouth. That's actually how I'm seeing it. They're going to stitch his mouth shut. Why? I ask why. This is how it works for me. So when something hits me, I get impressions, and I just express those impressions. I could be right, I could be wrong, obviously. Nobody.
See what she's saying? She been said this months ahead of time. That's why she's saying, I could be right, I could have been wrong. I could be right, I could be wrong. She gonna say that a few times in this video. That's how you know, like, she wasn't even this is months ago. You know, and all this stuff is happening right now.
But he's 100% right. It's always worked this way for me. So when I ask him energetically, meaning in my head, however you want to word that, when I ask her why his mouth.
See, when I ask her, she's asking Kim Porter right now. Like, that's what she's doing. When I ask her,
mouth is being sewn up. It's because of his mentors, and they don't want it coming out over here, even though some of them are outing themselves. These are old guys connected to old style Motown. And she's showing me that he's being shut up from outing them or from speaking about them for some reason. So there's a hierarchy going on.
See? I wonder why. Oh, she's saying he's being shut up from being able to speak about them. Think about it. I wonder what you got to think about. So if she's saying that, why would he be speaking out about them? What happened? What happened? Is it because the black man had his own liquor owned by a black man? You know, because they use them big companies, think about it, they use the black man to sell their shit, to sell their liquor. You know what I'm saying? They always got to come get the rappers or get the, the celebrities or to sell all these big companies, all these companies. They come get the athletes. You know what I'm saying? They use them to sell. Without them, they won't even be shit. These companies, these big companies, these liquor companies, all that, without the celebrities, they won't be shit. They be needing a celebrity to pump they shit up. So that's like, you know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. So if he cut them out, he just got smart. See, at the same time, it's like you can't outshine the master. He said, "Fucking man, he figured it out." Look, like what I'm saying, man. Shit, I don't gotta go through them. I can get all the money then. Shit, I'm the face of this shit. As long as I get my own liquor and put the work in, people gonna go. The crowd gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they put him in. So that's like can't ever really do that. You can't, bite the hand that feeds you. Can't. That's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? We put you in, and now you're gonna cut us off and eat by yourself. You know what I'm saying? We brought you to the, you know what I'm saying? We let you sit at the table. Now you gonna not let us sit at the table. Then you gonna go sit at the table with your black people, because he was having all them parties and some black, you know what I'm saying? Not the parties that everybody talking about, but at the same time, like the get-togethers that he put together used to be black proud, black excellence. Think about it. Look at it. Go look at it. It was more trying to unite black people, rich black people.
On here, and there's a total takedown of him. He
Wealthy black people. My bad.
is being sacrificed. So he may think he gets away with stuff. He may think it's cool he does what he does, but now he's the sacrificial lamb. And I do mean that. There's something that comes up with him in March, speaking of the lamb, during the Easter time frame, March, April, right in that time frame. That's why I said lamb. There's something else that's going to come up with him. We are not done. It is a complete
You hear the dates? This is like months ago. I'm not even sure if she said this year. I think she said this at the end of last year.
takedown, and then you will see this man's energy. So his three close right-hand people, and I have no idea who they are. I don't know who he considers close. There might be people he's seen with in public, and they might not actually be his three right hands.
Who y'all think he got three right hands? Who y'all think his three right hands is? Who y'all think? Three right hand people.
Men. His responsibility goes long and far, but on a frequency level, astral level, which means when the physical body stops breathing, we step out into the realm around us. So it's like stepping into the air, into the ethers, except there's a doorway into another energy frequency. That's all it is a frequency, like a radio station, okay? So when we're talking about it, he steps into a different frequency and they are blocking him. So you're not going to be able to connect with his energy as you evolve. I mean, you, the people.
You see that how they saying, and it's something else that she's saying in this video. I wanna touch on. It caught my attention because I be on that spiritual stuff too, and it's something that caught my attention when he's just coming to it, because I hear what she's saying right now. I'm gonna say something about it.
We, the people, all of us, are not going to understand like where his.
You hear what she just said, like blocking the energy is somehow like what? She's gonna say more about it.
Power's gone, because it's going to be so obvious that we don't focus on him, and as a result of that, he cannot continue to do what he does. That is.
You see that it's going to be so obvious that we do not focus on him.
It's the balancing of
Watch
harm.
how slick how she say how they do it. Watch this, how they get the attention on you, blast you, and then get our attention, get everybody, like they got it, that shit. They got it down pat, and take all attention away from Diddy and push it somewhere else, and Diddy gonna go this way, because this how I see how they do it. They bash a motherfucker, make lies and real stories or whatever, allegedly, all this shit is allegedly, or whatever, however they do it, but they make you look bad. Then you be in a certain place where you trying to go this way. You're not even trying to be on camera or be seen or be talked about. You got talked about so much. You done with this shit. You just trying to live. That's what they doing. And then when you go that way, wow, they make some other big ass shocking, or you know what I'm saying, to get the world attention. And everybody, while you going that way, they looking this way at the whatever shocking going on. That's how they got it all. They got
it's balance. Karma is not vindictive, it's balance. So when somebody is not responsible for the repercussions on earth and think they can just shove it under the counter, there is a strong female connected to Kim who's going to come out with more information, and it involves her family members and him, okay? Strong thing. A lot of people knew what this man did. That was confusing to me because I understand money and power, and I understand, as is the case with Harvey Weinstein, a lot of people knew what was going on and nobody said anything until everybody said everything. We're seeing the same takedown. The time frame that we're in, Earth or this planet, is evolving, and it is a spiritual war. So if you are harming the essence and frequency of another person and you continue to do it right now, your repercussions are to be removed from that frequency. Now, what does P. Diddy need most? He needs our attention, our admiration. He needs us to pay attention to him. He needs us on a frequency level. So this is what's happening to him. People are not going to respond. Like, he can walk down the street and people will not notice him. I mean, they might, but it's not going to be the same where people are like, oh my God. And there are young.
like, not right now, but soon. See how she talk always. She talking to the future like a bug, but she's saying, like, watch. That's what it's going to. That's where this situation gonna go to, where people ain't gonna notice them. You know what I'm saying? Like, she talking way ahead. Like, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna get to that. That's how they shit is all designed that way. So it's all, they know how to do. They've been doing this shit since the beginning of time. That's what's funny about it. Like, not him, but the people that's doing it to him. The higher up, the big, you when you get up there, when you get there, you still have to, don't get beside yourself. You have to, you know what I'm saying, like, pull your people up, or you know what I'm saying, pull your team up, or whoever you building shit with, pull them up, but don't I- don't act, I'm no, that, like, that's that street mentality. I think some people forget that, and they get back in that mode when they get some power that they never had before. And that's wild, because, man, this is wild that this happening to him right now, because he was in power mode, like black power and love and power and black and love. And now look.
Younger musicians that are going to come out against him and talk about what he did, the bodies that are buried, okay? So the bodies that are buried, they're going to talk about it. There are men.
So what did she say? Bodies are buried. That's another thing too. Look, bodies are buried. The bodies are buried. She said that 2 times. Like, I said something somewhere today. I was like, people think that this is all about ST and SA. You know what I'm saying? They think it's about ST, SA, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bodies that's buried. The bodies that's buried. This stuff, like, whether somebody else trying to press a button or whatever, I feel like when the FBI come to anybody, and I know this from the street life, when And this with anybody. If you look at anybody's story, any gangster stories or anything like that, they always like people be getting a lot of money. They will let you get a lot of money, but when people start dying and violence and shooting guns and shit like that, that's what makes the FBI have to do something about it, because they gonna look bad to the media. It's gonna look like they not doing their job. The government, they have to like have to do something when violence is involved, when people die, like that type of violence. If you check like people that get indicted in the streets and stuff like that, they really don't bother people like that until people to what and violence is involved. People die, guns and stuff like that. Think about it.
In other countries who are going to speak about it. There is political connections to him in other countries, and this country, they're going to speak about it. He will not be able to spend his money. That huge amount of wealth. I mean, what are you going to spend that on? But do you ever wonder why these people?
And they already then got to that where they saying like they already then took. He lost so much money already. This psychic lady right here said this at the end of last year, and this shit is happening.
People only donate to specific organizations in a specific way, as opposed to, for example, leaving 600 million of the 700 million to help the homeless in LA or help people in the Ukraine or whatever it is. Yeah, no, not going to happen. Not going to happen, because he doesn't have control of that money. I'm literally being shown that. He has a lot of that money, but not all of it. So there is some sort of bait and switch that they have done to us when we look at somebody and admire them in order to keep our energy attached to his energy and attached to the idea that that's the way to live. That's not the way to live, because he's basically void inside. Okay, so there's a voidness. Kim Porter stands up so strong. Okay, she stands up so strong. I am being represented, and they will find out what he did. So somebody is legally representing her in her death, is what I'm being told. I don't know who it is or how that works, but somebody is representing her. I am not without basis for somebody to help me. She's being helped, and it's not behind the scenes. Somebody on this side is helping her image, her memory, her spirit.
Wow, look. See what she just said? Hold on. She said, see that? Somebody's help. Let's go back.
And they will find out what he did. So somebody is legally representing her in her death, is what I'm being told.
Now check it out. Now she's saying somebody is legally representing her in her death. See, because she talking to Kim Porter Spirit, the psychic lady. So she's saying somebody is legally representing her. Go think about it. Think about it. Somebody's legal. That means somebody that's alive have a lawyer. Somebody has allowed to have a lawyer. And guess who I think? You know who I think it is? I'll be sure. I guarantee. Watch. Oh, I'll be sure. It's gonna be I'll be sure. I guarantee. He just came out of coma. He hinted something about saying he know who put him in a coma and stuff like that. And he said a documentary is coming out. He got a documentary coming out about it. I bet you he have a lawyer to investigate. I bet you. Everything the psychic said already is happening.
I don't know who it is or how that works, but somebody.
She said all this last year, at the end of last year. So this stuff is happening now.
Is representing her. I am not without basis for somebody to help me. She's being helped, and it's not behind the scenes. Somebody on this side is helping her image, her memory, her spirit on that side. She is not going to remain listed as a pneumonia death. I mean, it might be, but people are going to know what happened to her.
See, they said she passed away from pneumonia. I wonder what did Al B. Shore, what was his, like, what, why did he have to be in a coma that long? Did it start out with pneumonia when the coma, or what was it the same type of thing? I wonder. We're gonna see.
She's a really good girlfriend, and there's a series of girlfriends, actually. There's a whole series, and I distinguish a difference with one of them because the girl's hair color is different. So this other woman looks like an actress as well, who is.
Shout out to Lionel B Show too. That's who tap in for this all this information. This who channel I'm looking at right now.
Very close to Kim Porter, and she had, I'm just gonna say it, like strawberry hair, or the hair is strawberry. She prefers that color. She's been secretly working behind the scenes to get information. And don't think if you're in his circle or you're around him that you're untouchable, because they're telling me he is being brought down. He is being sacrificed in favor of his mentor. So there is a mentor that.
Look at that, right when I press pause. Look at that, right on that screen. I was just trying to, gotta be him, huh? He is being sacrificed in, what's she saying, in the name of his mentor? Like, what?
Did to him what he did to his current girlfriend and to Kim Porter and every other person that he's been around to take advantage of on an energy.
This is like a secret weapon. It's Arcade by Output, one of the greatest plugins that I've ever used. A lot of plugins that we open.
Energetic level, he is now going to reap that. That is now happening to him because they don't want the person who groomed him to go down.
Wow. So I wonder, you know what I'm getting from this?
And that,
check it out. She just said they don't want the person that groomed him to go down. So the heat got too hot in the kitchen. Diddy brought it on himself. The whoever he got, he brought it on himself, on the real. He brought it on himself, man. And they probably have swept so much under the rug for him for so many years, dog. And on the real, he probably just man, when you get that power, you just gotta know how to handle it. You can't, he probably continued to fuck up, man. Some people just probably do that. Yeah, he a money maker and he make a lot of money, and they gonna help you out. Of course, they gonna, get you, people fuck up, everybody fuck up, you know what I'm saying? So you need you need people sometimes to get you, right. And if you make a lot of money like that, for them people like that, they gonna make sure you good. But if you keep on fucking up and it gets to the point where it's gonna backfire on them, you know what I'm saying? It get to the point where the shit gonna backfire on them, shit. They gonna have to be like, oh wait, we gotta throw his ass off the boat. Shit. Throw that nigga off the boat, shit. He keep on, shit, motherfucking that shit he doing, man. Keep on motherfucking that shit. He keep on falling asleep, putting holes in the boat, shit. Throw his ass off the boat, shit. He ain't getting it together, shit. Fuck that shit. He gonna kill us all. You know what I'm saying?
Guy hides in the background. There's a whole bunch of, like, political stuff going on. Like there's political stuff. There's ties to this country, that country. All don't think it's just about the music. The clothing was you. I mean, the clothing people love. I've talked to dudes that love the clothing. You hear the kids in school, they all want to wear the clothing, right? The clothing is a front for something else. The clothing is a front. Of course, they have to produce clothing, obviously, or you can't sell clothing, but it's a front for something else. That clothing traveled all over the world. What happened as that clothing was traveling all over the world? That too is going to be rectified. So this man's going down within.
She said, what? Like, what was in the clothes?
But it's a front for something else. That clothing traveled all.
A front for something else? Look at all this. Listen. I know they be. Man, you know, you could say people make up stories and shit like that, but if they come out with the facts, they come out with the facts. You know what I'm saying? Like they can make up stories all they want, but if they got evidence and show him committing the shit that's going on, then y'all know what it is. And that's just that. People can make up stories all they want, but if they got evidence to show that's gonna show him in the act, what? You know what I'm saying? Did he do it? Did he do it? You know?
All over the world.
And
what happened as that?
I ain't saying he did. I ain't saying he did it, but I'm saying when you get that type of power and you have people that you can count on to clean up the mess every time, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I ain't saying everybody gonna abuse their power, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't a smart person not gonna abuse that power, man. They're gonna respect it, man, and not put, you know, the help or their people in a higher position in jeopardy of nothing, of their behavior or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like would. That's just like, that's your plug. You fuck off the plug, then it's over with for you. You know what I'm saying? It's common sense. That's your plug. How you gonna fumble the plug? Nigga, you crazy.
Clothing was traveling all over the world. That too is going to be rectified.
And with the liquor stuff too, with him trying to, like, he should have still been the owner of his own liquor and all that, but still let them people get a cut because they put him in. That's how you keep, you know what I'm saying? Man, look, man, I'm gonna give y'all a cut of my shit too. I'm gonna push y'all shit, push my shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for helping me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he shouldn't even been greedy, man. Like, get them people a cut of that shit, man. They don't want to put you on, like, you Diddy, but you know what I'm saying? You Diddy and it go both ways. You Diddy and you the face and the Ciroc and you got it popping and you the one got it out there. Of course they need us to do it. They need the athletes, they need to like that because we run, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you couldn't do it without them because they was the company first already. So you needed them, they needed you. At the same time, you don't motherfucking, yeah, it's for you to succeed and win and be a black man on your own liquor and stuff like that. But at the same time, man, let them people get a cut. They put you on. Keep the dope. Keep it locked in. Build your community with your black people and do your, but still have your ties to that and have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about the relationship and the ties, anyways. Unless somebody just pure playing you, you know what I'm saying? But if they ain't played you and you winning and now you're a billionaire and this and that, like.
So this man's going down. Within 4 years, I see his energy kind of whitewashed out, and I don't feel he's around. I know that
some niggas people begin beside themselves. People begin beside themselves. It's just like I'm saying that to say is like being greedy. You know what I'm saying? You're a billionaire, now you're a billionaire. You feel like a billionaire. Wow, you should have kept that locked in with them on the real. Let them get a cut of your liquor or whatever. Stay locked in. Just kept the relationship good so you could be so you can make 2 billion now. So you can be 2 billion next year or 3 billion from one. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to think. But being greedy, meaning you think, oh, I'm a billionaire now. You going backwards now. Like your shit really ain't even at a billion no more type shit.
Something comes up around Easter time in reference to him and other people accusing him. I don't feel he's going to go to court ever. I feel it's going to be a continuation of dominoes until he can't take it.
I swear that's like when people be in the street and they have a plug or whatever. You think you're gonna be able to cut the cartel off after they make you rich? Huh? You think you gonna be able to after you've been dealing with the cartel for so many years, they turned you into a billionaire. You think you gonna be able to cut them off and grow and go plant go make your go grow your own shit, go grow your own coca leaves? And you know what they gonna do? They gonna KILLU.
It anymore. And then there is a moving away, both in a physical sense and an energetic sense. But remember, they are shutting his mouth.
You ain't gonna even have a chance to. You ain't even gonna. They gonna get you out of there.
He cannot speak. So that's coming up on him. Like that's happening. They're literally, energetically shutting his mouth.
On the real, and I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know who that liquor company is, but guess what? I know they own all the tequilas and all that shit. What's their name? Diego or Diero, whatever their name is. They own Crown Royal. They own everything. They own Don Julio. They own, man, on the real. You think the cartel or the mob ain't got parts in that stuff? You think that's think about it. The before since the beginning of the time, the mob was on hooch and on liquor and on, you know what I'm saying, and the tequila and stuff like that. Like, you think the mob cartel don't got a parts in that?
So he can't even defend himself. He won't even
I
be.
ain't saying they do, but I'm just saying think about it. It ain't too far. It ain't too far. I ain't allegedly.
Able to speak to justify what he did. You know, some people are like, yeah, but she deserved it or he deserved it. That's not even going to happen. He can't say it. They are shutting him down from communicating. The next thing they're going to do is turn our focus this way while he goes that way, and he won't even understand it. So this man is in a whole lot of shit on an energy level, and he's going to understand, and he's still not fully cognitive of what he did. So he himself snaps in and out of like, yeah, that wasn't a good thing to do. I didn't do anything. Like, dude, I paid.
And see that where she just see what she just said. He snaps in and out. That is the drugs. That is the drugs. That is the drugs. But like, you gotta think about it too. That's another thing too. You can't expect these celebrities and entertainers to not do any type of drugs and deal with the shit. Like, just because they got all that money, life is still life. You know what I'm saying? They still go through the same shit we go through. They still got a heart and feelings and everything else just like us. They just got more money. That's it. And their problems is bigger. But think about your life and think about the shit you go. But on a major scale, they go through that shit on a major scale. Look, his motherfucking homes, he paying on that shit. So think about that shit. You probably paying on your little house. You know what I'm saying? His shit just bigger. He paying on it. I'm saying they go through the same type of shit. So, but I'm saying that to say, don't think a motherfucker gonna be able to do all of that, deal with life, how they deal with life, and be an entertainer and deal with all this shit. And motherfucker be needing some drugs to keep going, to do that shit. A regular person ain't gonna be able to keep up like that, and especially with times now, shit move fast. You barely get sleep to really do this shit. If you really, whatever you doing, like, this shit ain't, this entertainer shit and entrepreneur shit and shit like that. This ain't no you can't do this shit for 8 hours and expect it to be gravy. Like, you can't do this shit like 9 to 5 type shit. You got to grind. Like, these artists, the artists and people in terms they grind, man. They might sleep 3 hours, gotta get up and jump on a plane, gotta go over here, gotta, you know what I'm saying? Some days you probably not getting no sleep. And then they want to party on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Going to the club. Like, just working and keeping up. Like, working, doing, like, being independent and shooting your own video and writing your music and putting the plan together and doing all that's a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? You working around the clock. Like a real independent artist that's really doing it by themselves and they really, you know what I'm saying, like look professional with it or whatever, it's a lot. Even with all the apps and all the AI apps and all the shit to help you out, it's still a lot. It's still a lot.
I did this. He snaps in and out of that. He snaps in and out, in and out.
Yeah,
So
I ain't gonna even lie, his his attitude, like when you see him like when he was the Joker. He was the Joker and he snapped on that actor. On the real, when you see Diddy when he snapped, you know what I'm saying, you could tell like that's that yowder. Motherfuckers that be that yowder, that yada. Motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, they rah, rah, you know what I'm saying, they rah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if what I'm seeing is like a drug addiction he may
me.
have or a way
Nah,
of tuning his mind out. But he should not be trusting anybody around him, like nobody, because they will turn on him. And there's 3 people directly close and tied to him that are going to go down as well. And by go down, I mean lose their money, their status, and their power and be energetically shunned and tied down. There is such a thing. The frequency does it. He's staying behind in a frequency. And when you live in that frequency, you're not going to achieve anymore. That's what people don't understand. They think when they're 20, 30, whatever, and it's cool, they can do all of this. Then the frequencies change on the planet. And what they've done becomes abhorrent to other people when maybe other people understood it back then because they were benefiting. But that's not the case because he doesn't have.
That's why it's better to just be in a positive frequency and just, you know, flow with your positive energy. Don't prey on people with you know, don't prey on people energy. People prey on people energy and work people on that, you know, knowing their powers. Like when you understand energy and power and stuff like that, it's a whole nother ball game. Life is a whole nother ball game when you understand energy and know how to work it. Like what she's saying, how they play on people and give people energy. Watch what she's saying.
Have control of all of his money. That's what I'm seeing. And Kim Porter's energy is very much focused on her family and wanting them to know that she's trying to be around them. And in fact, I feel like they know she is around them.
So
Same.
I feel like her presence right now, and every day, like I see her like through numbers or just something like that.
I feel like that.
See that?
And there's one of her children, I'm sweet daughter, so I feel like obviously it has to be a daughter, but I feel like she constantly watches this one because it's a struggle. She watches this one. She wants her. Now, never think because someone died that they're dead the way they describe it, because she's very much alive frequency-wise. So she has some say-so over her kids. Don't kid yourself. She may not have the say-so you and I have in a physical sense, but she is right there with her children. She can impose ideas on them and help them understand things in a different way so that they react differently. What she's trying to do now is neutralize the harm that's going to be put onto them by being in proximity of their father, meaning because they're his offspring, people are going to say challenging things and do challenging things to them. She's trying to kind of offset that. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Stop. Offset. Is there a connection to P. Diddy? And
now look, see, that's how you know Watch. This is what I want to see because this video's old. Now look how she bring up also out of I'm just saying like this. She don't even like. She just says like she is a psychic. Let's see. We gonna see what's gonna come out in the. We don't know nothing. We ain't saying nothing. I don't know nothing shit. But I'm curious to see. That's gonna tell y'all how official she is. This already the Diddy stuff showing that she official because she said that about months ago. So I want to see this. Check this out. What she said.
Offset? Is there some sort of a connection? I just because I'm hearing it, I'm like, wait.
He from New York. She from New York. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. I'm just going off what she's saying. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nobody. Nothing happened. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying from what she's saying about the.
Wait, that doesn't sound like what she's saying. Offset. Okay, so I
And then
feel
look. Watch what she say. She about to say something about somebody passing away. She's not gonna even say his name because she don't know. But watch this. Watch this. Look. Watch what she say. Watch what she say.
I feel okay. He's
She don't even know take off name. Watch this.
responsible for a lot of things, but he's not responsible. He's also taking orders from somebody things to them. She's trying to kind of
What she say?
offset that. He's responsible for a lot. That doesn't sound like what she's saying. Offset. Okay, so I feel okay. He's responsible for a lot of things, but he's not responsible. He's also taking orders from somebody.
Do you want to know why I'd rather become a remote online closer instead of starting my own business? It's because I can make more as a closer while working less and more.
So, bam.
A higher up.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying. At the same time, yeah, Cardi B from New York, D Dog from P Diddy from New York. At the same time, P. I'm just saying. I just said P.
I'm wondering what the connection is to Offset with P. Diddy. I have no idea.
The connection to Offset with P. Diddy, huh?
But I just keep hearing this right now. Like I can't stop saying his name, and I don't know him or what kind of music. I know it's hip hop or rap or something, but
see,
there's a
she don't even know his music like that. Look,
connection there as well. So we're going kind of down that road. So there's all of these people.
What's her name? Who? All I'm gonna say is who it was Offset signed to, or who is he signed to that could be connected to Diddy besides his wife. It's another person. His name started with a P.
People in the crossfires, and I'm not sure whether that's good or bad, but I just heard that. So there's people that are coming for everybody. Okay, there's a connection to that person, Offset, and that side, and like it's just systematic.
There's a person connected to that person, Offset, and that side that's connected to P. Diddy's side. It's simple. I mean, I ain't simple. allegedly, whatever they say. But bow, 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 bow.
It's gonna level like dominoes. Level.
Look, bow, bow.
Shit. It's being leveled. I don't know what that connection is. Somebody has to tell me. Okay, so when I look at Kim Porter, she's got a lot of stuff. She's taking notes. She took a lot of notes. There's a lot of notes, and her girlfriends have this information as well. Here's the problem I'm seeing.
There's a lot of notes. She taking notes. That's how hard she been at work. People don't be, when people see, they taught us the way they taught the world to think of people the way they die, or it's all when they gone. No, you can tap in, talk to your people in the spirit, think about them, close your eyes, meditate, think about your people, talk to them, communicate with them like that. It's real. It's not fake. It's not you just thinking to yourself. Sit back, quiet place, visualize your people that you want to connect with that passed away and talk to them, communicate with them.
Some of the information that she has and some of the information that Cassie has is extremely damaging to people who are in higher worldly order, I guess, higher up on the food chain on this planet. So when she speaks and P. Diddy goes down, they have to shut his mouth because these other people don't want to be caught. But it's weird. I'm going this way and then over here, offset, right over here. So pay attention to that. I am seeing something by March with P. Diddy, another level of this. We're not done. It's like he's going to have to keep putting tarps over the hole in the roof because the rain keeps coming through. So just when he thinks he covered up the hole, another hole starts down there. When he thinks he covered that hole, another hole starts over there. So it's not going to stop. Like he's not off the hook. He may have paid Cassie, and good for her for getting out of it. Horrific. It doesn't matter who you slept with. Why is that blackmail? Stand up and say, this dude drugged me and he did this. She finally said it. And he doesn't want to face what he's done, but it doesn't matter. He's exceptionally psychic, by the way, so he gets physical feelings on when this is coming down, and he kind of knows it. And when he talks about Kim Porter, even though he's all nice and all good, like meaning
he's psychic and he get physical feelings when it's going down, and it's real. We all got those. We all have those abilities. Tap into your shit. Use it. It's not your brain just thinking. It's your higher self talking to you. Allegedly.
he talks nicely about her, at least publicly, to his kids, shuts the wall down with her. I don't even know. I shut it. He's trying to feel her energy. And I'm going to put it this way. Once she ended up dead, okay, Kim Porter, when she died, and they use the word dead wrong, because when we pass out of this physical existence, we are not dead. Dead is the absence of God in your life. So to step away from God.
See that? See?
Okay.
We that's the way we was taught. We was taught dead was dead like that, but it's not. It's not. Your people still here and around. Just call on them. Talk to them.
And your soul is to be dead. We pass out of our physical body as Kim did. But it's interesting.
We can't die. Our spirit is soul is forever. It's forever. But guess what? That's what's so funny, because she about to get to that part too. So bow. I watch a lot of videos about different stuff and about spiritual stuff and just a lot of stuff, and they got this thing on the reels of videos, a thing, and I saw this on the Gaia channel. Matter of fact, it's called Gaia. They got this thing that intercept your soul. They got a machine that can intercept your soul. That's why you gotta be powerful. Your energy, your spirit gotta be pure, powerful. You have to know who you are, man, and walk in that shit and know who you are and know where you're going. Know where you're going. Don't be get in tune. Don't be scared of death. Do your research. You know what I'm saying? You have to do your research on it. Do your research and get in tune with death so you can know where you're going when you do leave this body. You know what I'm saying? When you do leave this body, get in tune right now because everybody gonna have a day. Everybody they come where they gotta leave the body, but get in tune so you know where you're going. So you know what I'm saying? You ready? Because think about it. If you don't get in tune and you don't know where you're going, you're gonna be easily. It's gonna be easy to intercept your spirit. So if you don't want your spirit intercepted, you want to be powerful and you want to make it to where you're going, to the other side or whatever. Study, study, study death, study spirit, study, get in tune with your higher self and get in. You know, that's the only thing that's gonna help you out. Free
because
game, free game.
after she first passed, I am seeing this. After she first passed, she didn't really understand what happened to her, which is not uncommon.
And it made me understand. Like I kind of understand this a little bit, but because she about to talk about it, how they can see people at the crossroads are crossing over, and they take people's spirit. I mean, not spirit, energy, energy. They can steal your energy and use it some type of way. Like this is wild. So, man, that's why you gotta be powerful. You gotta be powerful. Know who you are. Know where you're going. Know your energy. Know your power. Know it. Like where they can't take it.
And I feel like P. Diddy tried to hook into that energy
See?
to keep her energy close to him here so that he could kind of wear her energy even though she had passed. So he tried to keep that close. She got
Right there, I'm trying to understand that. I'm gonna definitely like certain stuff stick with me, and I have to know. I have to go do some research to understand what. See how he's saying that he tried to wear her energy. I'm trying to understand that because that goes back into what I was saying about how they have something that can intercept your energy when you crossing over, when you crossing, that can intercept your soul, intercept your soul.
got away and she
Allegedly, I saw it on the God channel. Allegedly,
blocks herself from him. He can't get to her. They spy out of their bodies. P. Diddy knows what I'm talking about with this. He gets out of his body and he can see shit. Meaning he can dream it, he can frequency vibe it, he can go on.
he get out of his body and he can see shit. Tap in with your higher self. Tap in with your tap in with yourself, because you can see what you can't see and you can hear what you can't hear. Don't let that go over your head.
On the astral, he can see it. He can see it. And they watch when their own die. Okay, so when their family members die, their rappers die. He's talking about another rapper here. He's not, she is. There's another one. I don't know who he is, but I can see him in my head. Anyway, there's another one. And they all watched when he crossed over.
For some reason, something is telling me that she's talking about takeoff right now. Just like she mentioned, I'm telling you, when I saw this video, for some reason. So
what happens is, from what I'm understanding with this, okay, whoever they don't want around anymore for whatever the reason, okay, it's like they just don't want them because they're going to turn them in. It's a never-ending game. It must have gone on through centuries. But whatever it is that they don't want to have happen, they get rid of the person. And when that person crosses out, they can see them on the astral and they can snag their energy. So there's
see that? Do you see that? I'm trying to see what she just said.
When he crossed over. So what happens is, from what I'm understanding, and they watch when their own die. Okay, so when their family members die, their rappers die. He's talking about another rapper here. He's not. She is. There's another one. I don't know who he is, but I can see. And they watch when their own die. Okay, so when their family members die, their rappers die. He's talking about another rapper here. He's not. She is. There's another one. I don't know who he is, but I can see him in my head. Anyway, there's another one, and they all watched when he crossed over. So what happens is, from what I'm understanding with this, okay, whoever they don't want around anymore for whatever the reason, okay, it's like they just don't want them because they're going to turn them in. It's a never-ending game. It must have gone on through centuries. But whatever it is that they don't want to have happen, they get rid of the person, and when that person crosses out, they can see them on the astral and they can snag their energy. So there's this sidestepping that person.
Do y'all hear what she's saying? This shit is real. This is real. Tap in with yourself, your higher self, your spiritual. Tap in. Did y'all hear what she just said?
From moving on out of the Earth's energy into a happier dimension. They did not do it to Kim, by the way. But there is another rapper that died.
See that? Do you see that? When you moving out of Earth to a happier energy. This is built like this. Earth is built like this. It ain't the other like, but you have to know where you're going to. That's why you gotta tap in. You gotta tap in with yourself. With yourself, your higher self.
Very recently, who they did do this to, who they did block the energy. And when he stepped out of his body.
See that? She just said something about that they did, who they did do this to, who they did block. They blocked in October. I'm telling you, look, go to the guy channel. I guarantee what I just told y'all about, and I'm gonna just pull it up. I'm gonna just pull it up next time. Forget it. We gonna, because I got receipts, and I should have. I got receipts on everything. But do you see what she just said about them blocking somebody energy? Like, wow.
He stepped right into them, right? Like, I don't know who this person is. I can see them, but I don't know who it is. When he died, he crossed out, okay, like out of his physical body, he died. And when he did, he saw them and they were alive, watching him die. And that's kind of what happened to Kim. And she pulled away from that energy. She was protected. So she didn't get caught in that. But that's what they're trying to do. They're playing a next level game of chess. So it's a different level of harnessing energy. So part of the sacrifice, which I didn't know this before, this I'm just being shown. Part of the sacrificing of a person or killing of a person probably happens in the mafia. All of those things is that they.
I forgot you said something about the mafia, but would that go back to what I was saying about to keep the liquor up?
Attach the energy of that person leaving here, because sometimes, just look at it this way, let's say you die in an accident suddenly, or you're murdered or whatever, you're going to be sad. You have kids, you have a home, you have a family. As far as I know, we only can remember this right now. And when you step out, you're like, oh my God, my family, my kids, my mother, my sister, my babies. That's what most of us would be thinking. And so that sense of like, oh my God, I just died, and the expression energy wise that they would feel, that's when they come in and they try to take it. So what they're doing is they are keeping slaves on this side, such as Cassie. Okay, so she was.
Look what she say. They're keeping slaves on this side. So this is the thing. This is why it's so important to tap in with your energy. Because if they intercept your shit, they gonna turn you into what she just said. The S word. Gonna turn you into one of those. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. It's still about that. Even when people be like, oh, we ain't a slave, no, it's still about that. They want to slave your soul. You hear me? Do you hear me? Your soul. Your soul is worth gold. Do you hear me? Do your research. How J Man them say, do your research. No, for real though. For real.
basically a slave because she was trafficked. They're keeping slaves over here, and when they cross out of their physical bodies. That has more to do with the musicians that dies. The musicians that die of these overdoses or accidents or murder or whatever the hell happens. It has more to do with that. They capture that energy, and therefore they can use that essence to go over here and keep doing what they're doing. It's weird. It's a thing we don't even understand. I don't think that we're even supposed to see that, but the frequency is moving sideways, so we are being shown that. I want to say Offset again. I don't think he's dead, but I want to say Offset.
You see that? That's what made me say. That's what made me say. Take off. I ain't come out of nowhere with that shit. See how she keep on thinking about that other rapper, and she keep on saying. Now she come with. I want to say Offset, but he's not dead. She's talking about Take Off. I'm telling you.
I just kept hearing that. So there's a connection there too. I don't know what it is. He may know something, and he may say something, or somebody connected to him may know something. I don't know. There is a connection there. Anyway,
Offset. I mean, she's talking about.
There's a definite connection there. Watch for March of 2024, March, April, Easter time frame.
The artist
Easter.
keep on bringing up
Lamb. Easter. Watch for that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's happening there, but it might be nothing. But that's what I just heard. So I'm going to put it out there. Put myself out on a ledge again.
Diddy is even being raided in the afterlife.
I'm going to get you real bad for this.
Now, his son Christian Combs posted a message after being stuck in handcuffs because of his father's crimes and said, "Stop the cap." Now, it's actually in direct response to Diddy.
Okay, so we don't know if he talking to Diddy, dog, because they trying to accuse him of SA2 allegedly, right? He could be saying stop the cap to them. He might not even be talking to his dad. He could be saying stop the cap to the media about his dad. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know that. Allegedly.
Being sighted in Miami, seemingly living it up with his friends.
Down here at Pura Vida by my pad, run into the man right here. What's up? Miami's like that. It's a movie.
Now, it's clear this family has deep issues, and the whole foundation is starting to crumble right underneath them. The sins of the father will often follow you. Y'all let me know, should his son remain quiet at this point and just lay low, or was he right to speak out against his father? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and
we don't know. We don't know if he was talking to his dad. He could be talking to the media about his dad, saying stop the cap on his dad, stop the cap on him. We don't know yet. He could be talking to somebody else. We don't know.
Subscribe on the videos, share these videos, and if y'all think that story,
you dig. Hey, subscribe to the channel. You did. Tap in.